Climate change, global warming, whatever you want to call it, it's a big thing. It's a real thing, and it's a kind of scary thing. As temperatures rise, ice caps melt, lakes dry up, trees migrate, cute and not so cute animals die. And this really well-balanced global ecosystem that we've relied on for thousands of years starts to collapse. I could talk about the doomsday scenarios for hours. Major cities disappearing underwater, mass extinctions, endless droughts, massive storms, and people dying. But that stuff kind of bums me out. I want to know what I can do. Now, we all heard about recycling or turning off the lights, but those are just the teeny tiny tip on a fastly melting iceberg, which is where 350.org comes in. Founded in 2008 by Bill McKibben and a bunch of students from Middlebury College, 350.org's goal is to reduce and keep global atmospheric carbon at or below 350 parts per million. 350 parts per million is the generally agreed upon level of allowable dissolved carbon in the atmosphere to maintain a stable global temperature. As it rises, the average temperature creeps up, and we really do not want that. See aforementioned doomsday scenarios. It is really hard to think about problems on a global scale, let alone those that we can't really see much in our everyday lives. To solve this, 350.org is a network of climate-focused campaigns, projects, and actions led from the bottom up, grassroots style by people in 188 countries. Last year during the People's Climate March, more than 400,000 people traveled to New York City, the largest environmental march in history. At the same time, there were 200 other actions throughout the United States and 2,646 solidarity events in 162 countries demanding bold action on climate change, good jobs, justice, and clean energy for all. 350.org does everything. Projects from investigating Exxon lying about climate change to movements to divest from the Vatican, Global Powership, which brings together leaders and activists to shift away from fossil fuels, campaigns to stop the production of coal plants like the Rampal plant in Bangladesh, and probably a local action in your community. And this isn't just some pie-in-the-sky wishful thinking and protesting. 350.org has made some meaningful change. A lot of folks credit Bill McKibben's Step It Up campaign that occurred in 2007 during 350's infancy for Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama changing and improving their energy policies during the presidential campaign. Not to mention, from countless actions from 350 and other organizations, there isn't going to be a Keystone XL pipeline. And their fossil-free campaign has led to hundreds of organizations, schools, and people divesting from fossil fuels. 350.org has also kept everyone updated during the Paris climate talks, which just ended, organizing small actions throughout the event and speaking out when world leaders came to talk with ineffectual plans, or when they bracketed out all the human rights and equity language from the UN COP21 texts. And in my opinion, one of the greatest things about 350.org is their focus on environmental justice. They recognize that those most affected by climate change are oftentimes the people who did the least to cause it. Straight from their website and also visible in the worldwide actions they support, we believe in climate justice. Climate change isn't a distant, abstract problem, it's here today. People all over the world are feeling the impacts, from island nations that are going underwater to indigenous lands being exploited for fossil fuel extraction. The fight against climate change is a fight for justice. That means listening to communities who are getting hit the hardest and following the leadership of those who are on the front lines of the crisis. Now, this is a Project for Awesome video, which means I highly encourage you to head over to projectforawesome.com and vote for 350.org so they can win some of the donations. Link and more information down below. But after that, and arguably more importantly, head over to 350's website and find a local chapter near you and figure out how you can get involved. There are so many ways to contribute to environmental justice and sustainability that don't necessarily involve giving money. And a lot of those, raising your voices loudly, demanding climate action, can be a lot more effective. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye!